If you're unfulfilled in your life, if you're just looking for that thing that you were created to do, this program is going to help you do that. We're going to help you align with your purpose. Hello, everyone, and welcome into another edition of Align with Your Purpose. I'm your host, Earl Hall. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure you visit the website, www.alignwithyourpurpose.co. Have a fabulous guest with us today. Actually, the queen of feeling fabulous, Rochel Marie Lawson. Thanks so much for being here with us today, Rochel.
Thank you for having me.
Well, Rochel, we became acquainted because of the Wellness Universe, which has so many great folks on that website. And you were one of the folks that I reached out to because of what it is that you do, dealing so much with wellness and health, which is something that all of us need to be firmly aware of. But let me ask you this. How did you actually get into this whole thing and become the queen of feeling fabulous?
Well, we can start. Well, let me tell you, pull up a chair,
Yes,
you guys,
ma'am.
coffee, tea, whatever. It's gonna be a long story. No, not really. I have been a nurse for almost 30 years, and I'm a holistic nurse practitioner for the last 10. And so I had my own journey with health and well-being that started when I was 8, and I suffered for 17 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And within that time period, a lot of things transitioned. I learned a lot of stuff about myself. But I also learned that I am the best person that knows how to take care of myself, even though I do trust my doctors and stuff. But I always tell people, you are the best person because you know exactly what's going on with you.
Yeah.
And so basically, I was able to heal myself in 9 months after suffering for 17 years and after seeing at least 100 physicians who couldn't diagnose me or were real quick to give me a prescription or probably thought I was this crazy kid. But yeah, so it's my passion, it's my mission, it's my purpose to educate humanity about how they can be healthy and well and how they can do it, whether they choose Western medicine, Eastern medicine, holistic, whatever. You can meld the two, but no one's going to take care of you if you don't take care of yourself. And so that's what I do.
Well, even in looking at that, between the differences between holistic and Western medicine, what was the thing about the holistic approach that actually helped you heal yourself after going through all those, over a decade of suffering?
So the holistic approach kind of came, and it was something that kind of just manifested as I was suffering. I'm a type A personality. So I'm competitive.
Welcome to the club.
Competitive. I was a track and field athlete, a cheerleader, all that stuff growing up in school. But that's also the times that I was very, very sick. And no one would ever know it other than I was really skinny, but I would never share my challenges with my well-being with anyone because I really didn't know because no one else knew. The doctors couldn't tell me either. And so over the course of that time, I had started doing some things like meditation just to keep my mind in check, so to speak. So I don't go 0 to 100 on someone real quick. And then I also stopped eating fast food because what I had was it didn't matter what I ate. I was always sick. Like I could eat spaghetti today and be fine and eat the same spaghetti tomorrow and be sick. And so I just started thinking like, okay, maybe it's what I'm eating. If I eat better, it's going to make me feel better. But over the course of all that, those 17 years, I developed a lot of information and I actually figured out what I had when I became a nurse. Now my background in nursing is emergency room trauma. So I got to see the best of the best of the best. But I also realized that Western medicine was not going to be able to cure what I had. And so I was hoping to try something else and just basically had a meditation session where I said, God gave me this download of stuff that I was already doing and put it in a sequence for me. And I followed that sequence to the hilt. And then in that 9 months, I'm completely healed. And everything in that sequence was holistic, believe it or not. And I didn't really even know what it was, but it was holistic. It didn't involve any pharmaceuticals or anything like that. And so because of my experience and me being able to share this information with the patients I had in the emergency department and see them transform and have them come back in the middle of the night of my shift and tell me how what I did helped them feel better, be better, look better, and do the things. It was really astounding to me because I worked 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. So if someone was coming in the middle of the night, it was very significant to talk to me. And so that's pretty much how things evolved for me.
How significant is the whole thing behind meditation for you? Because I'm a big believer in meditation. I believe we create our own reality. You know, just it's about connecting to source, that inner being, the higher self, and all of those things. Talk to us a little bit about that and how important and impactful that is for the things that you teach people to do.
I love you asking me that question because when I first started meditating, you know, I was a kid. I had no idea. So I would sit there and just be quiet. You know, sometimes it was because I was in trouble, but other times it was just sitting there, just being quiet. And when I would close my eyes, I'd fall asleep. I'd just have this real sense of peace. As I grew up and became and I still did it. I mean, I did it before I ran my track and field events. I did it before I took a test, and I would always
visualization is really important for athletes. They practice that on a professional level, that visualization, which to me is the same as meditation. You're visualizing the end result. And most people just don't get that.
That's so true. And I ran the 400 meters. So,
you
know, so back in the 70s, I really had to visualize it, you know, and really get myself in a mindset because that was a grueling race. It still is. And I was nowhere to calibrate these athletes are today, but it just helped me. And then because I'm real quick temper and I'm full of a lot of fire, it also helped me to calm my fire before I spoke or, you know, did something that was going to cause more problems in the long run. And so there was a class actually that was being offered. I needed to get some continuing education units. So I decided to take this class to really learn the nuts and bolts about meditation. Lo and behold, I loved it. And I ended up becoming a certified meditation specialist and you know, reach out to teach people how doing simple things meditatively can really, really transform your life in ways that you can't even begin to imagine.
Yeah, absolutely. The power of meditation and being able to basically, it's almost like it's not even a focus, it's a letting go of so much of that inner voice that's in our head all the time and trying to not hear that or actually effectively change that voice that's on the inside of our head. I call it on the hamster wheel all the time, just running. It just never shuts up. You know, I have a tendency to call it the architect because it's like the thing that is building our reality, whether we're conscious of it or not. That architect is constantly working. How is it that you help people? Because a lot of people have trouble with meditating. You know, they can't do that. What are the kind of some of your secrets that you give to help people actually get into that meditative state, whatever level they're able to get into it with?
First of all, I want to share, you don't need to meditate for 30, 40, 50 minutes, an hour. You can do a simple 5-minute meditation. In the beginning, I highly recommend that you just start simple and then gradually work your way up to, you know, a longer time period. Because when I first started, I went gusto, of course, for 30 minutes. And, you know, within 2 minutes, I was like, ow, I would be like sitting out, mouth open, everything.
Right.
Yeah. But the funny thing is I would wake up and feel like, ooh, you know, but I knew I would have fallen asleep. So what I share is, first of all, start with 2 minutes and just do something as simple as sitting in your chair at your desk in front of your, you know, computer at work or wherever, and just focus on breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. And you can put your hand on your belly, and as you breathe in and out, go for letting your belly, feel your belly expand and contract. Just do that. Do that for 2 minutes. And then if you like it, you start feeling good, you can extend it to longer periods of time. I think a lot of times people have a problem with when they begin to meditate is they can't shut their mind off.
Right.
And so my thing is you need to have something as a distractor because your subconscious mind does not want you to get into that state. It's your protector. It's your guardian, so to speak.
Yeah.
So if you have something to distract it, which is focusing on your in and out breath, that allows your mind to relax a little bit and allow you to sink into the essence of the meditation. And even now, I've been doing meditation for about 30 years, a little longer than that. But but still, you know, my mind still wanders. I'm a busy gal. So if there's stuff
Yeah.
going on, I got stuff to do, it's going to be in the forefront of my mind.
Right.
But, you know, I still use those tricks of focusing on my breath, and it will calm my inner mind down so that I can shut things off, so to speak, and totally rejuvenate.
Well, because even when I do meditate, and I meditate every day for at least 15 minutes, but what I tend to focus on is like a fan that's in the room, or that hum from the HVAC unit or something like that. And to
Mm-hmm.
focus on that, and then that just allows me to go there. You know, it just
Mm-hmm.
allows me to go on with that. Sometimes I like guided meditation. I'll put some headphones on and listen to
Mm-hmm.
Theta Wave or something like that, to help. But it's the thing that is really, I think, the core of what has gotten me to where I am is that, and tapping into that higher self through the realm of meditation, as we say. The thing about food
Yes.
is, you know, we have struggled in this country forever. Low fat, no fat, high fat, you know, no carbs, keto. I mean, the whole
Paleo,
gamut,
protein, eat
paleo.
all protein,
No
no
one
vegetable, eat all
knows
vegetable, no pro. Yeah,
what the hell, you know. It's like,
I agree.
you know, it's like, so even going through what you went through with being able to heal yourself through the different processes, how important was it? How big a part did diet play in that?
Okay, so diet was huge. And I will tell everyone, when God created us, He
Hmm.
didn't create us to be like each other. He created us with specific uniqueness. So there's no
Yes,
one on the earth like you or I.
exactly.
Even identical twins are not
Yeah.
identical, right? Okay. So when it came to eating, like I said, I could eat spaghetti one day and eat the same spaghetti and be sick. Or I could,
Hmm.
hey, I'm
Hmm.
going to say I could eat some pineapple and have it, you know, one day, and then the next day would be sick, because
So,
my issue was with my digestive system.
okay.
So with that being said, the reason why I say we're all unique is because our bodies are made and crave certain foods.
Hmm.
And depending on your body type, what you eat can be very good for you,
Hmm.
or it can be very detrimental and challenging to your
So
body.
I'm just waiting for them to say that the large fries at McDonald's is the thing that we need to do now to really get healthy. You know, that's my
Here we go. That chocolate cake with the lava
man, please.
melted in the middle, with that melted chocolate with the caramel all around it. You know, that's probably the most orgasmic, best thing you could eat. Or, hey, I'm gonna say I'm a dessert person. I love
Okay.
dessert. However, I do know with my body type that, yeah, I could eat a fair amount of desserts, but also I also know that it's not good for me, because
Yeah.
sugar causes inflammation
There
in
it
the
is.
body, right?
There it is. There it is.
So, so what I like to share with people is, you first got to find out your body type. And this is the discovery I made with the holistic health arena, is I found out
Mhm.
what my body type was. Once I found out what my body type was, then I began to research and find the foods that my body actually craved, desired, and could
Okay.
process appropriately, so that I wouldn't have any challenges. Because my whole thing
Got you.
was challenges behind my digestive system. And I'm going to just put it out there. What
Mhm.
I had was a bleeding ulcer. And I was
Okay.
able
Wow.
to figure, by the time I was, you know, I figured it out, I was already a nurse and figured it out.
Mm.
And it was all because it was caused from stress. You know, stress attacks the weakest part of your body, and
Okay.
lo and behold, disease and illness comes in. So, so I figured out what was right for my body type, and I can share websites that people can go to, if that's okay with you.
Sure. Absolutely.
To take a test and figure out what your body type is. And then also it'll give you a list of foods that your body prefers, that you will have a lot easier process in digesting them.
Oh wow. Where's my
Yeah.
pen? Where's my pen? What's the website?
It's actually called youruniquebodytype.com.
Your unique body type.com. I'm going to put this in the notes for the show too.
Yeah, and you just go there, take a simple test, you know, answer some questions. And
Okay.
what also it also gives you is not just your body type, but your mindset type too, because you could be one type of
Mm.
body and a different type of mind. But it
Okay.
gives you information so that you can move forward and be successful, or a lot more successful in managing, you know, your health and well-being, your success path, your path to
Hmm.
bliss, as I like to say, or whatever you want to do with it. But and then also you get like recipes and things that you can utilize.
Okay.
Good to keep you feeling fabulous, fit, and looking fine. Okay.
Here's the, Rochel, here's the thing about Western medicine, and it's kind of the, what I want to call this, the conspiracy theory thing about Western medicine, that it's not there to make you well. It's there to keep you sick so that you'll use the drugs.
Hello.
To prop up the medical industry, the pharmaceutical industry, so that they continue to make money. I'm going to tell you this story. I'm going personal here myself for a minute. So last year I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. And so I got my diet under control. And so my blood sugar was low. I was diagnosed. I went through some struggles, and then I said, you know what, I'm just completely changing what it is that I'm eating. And so in about 2 weeks, in about 5 days, my blood sugar was regulated from the way that I was eating. And so I had an appointment like the following month to go see my doctor. And I go to my doctor, he goes, well, how are you doing on your medication? Well, I haven't been taking it. You haven't been taking your medication? No, I haven't taken it for over a month. And he's seeing my blood sugar levels because I tracked them for a month.
Right.
This is my blood sugar every day, a couple times a day. Oh, well, you got to take your medicine. I'm like, well, why am I taking medicine if my blood sugar is regulated? What's the purpose behind this? That's why I say conspiracy theory.
So can I pipe in on that?
Yes,
so
please do.
Here I am, this nurse that's been practicing Western medicine forever, branched off because I like holistic.
Yeah.
I'm anti-pharmaceutical. I haven't taken pharmaceuticals probably since I was 25, and I'm way past 25.
Okay.
I totally believe that you can heal yourself with different things that we do holistically, particularly starting with your diet. All illness and disease manifest in your digestive system. It branches out. Diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, inflammatory diseases, everything, right? And so I'm totally with you about the conspiracy theory with regards to, pharmaceuticals and stuff. Doctors don't have enough time to really get deep down and dirty with you with regards to what you're eating and all of that. But what's funny is they give you that prescription, and no matter what you're doing, they want you to take that prescription. Here you came in with your blood test for a month.
Exactly, for a month.
And all he's concerned about is why you're not taking the medicine. Because you don't need it, right? You can do so much. I tell people, high blood pressure, you in there with taking 5 high blood pressure medications. Why are you on 5 and you still got high blood pressure and you're not calling your doctor out on it? This is the stuff we need to make the doctors accountable for. And I could go on and on with the whole opioid crisis and addiction, because I've seen that manifest as well. But I know you have to bring me back. It's all passionate. But what I just really, really want to share with people, and I hope that you guys understand, is you are the best advocate for your health and well-being. And your health and well-being is your greatest asset. It's not the money you have in the bank. It's not the car you drive. It's not all the houses. Because if you don't have health and well-being, you cannot enjoy all of that stuff, right? And so don't be afraid to ask your doctor questions. Don't be afraid to challenge them, because really they don't have time. 15, 20 minutes. There's no way. If you don't go to the doctor,
Rochel, the whole thing too with that is that, for instance, people go to the doctor's probably of the mindset in many cases, they're not going to change their diet. They're not going to exercise. They're not going to do this. Here's the pills. Bye. Because you're not going to actually do anything to change what's going on.
You're right. And so people, you have to take responsibility for your own health. And basically, you can't rely on the physician, the pharmaceuticals, and all of that stuff. Do some simple steps. Start by taking that unique body quiz and just find out what your body is like and what it craves, and start with just making simple changes in your what you eat. I told people, I have a family member who was having high blood pressure, and I'm like, first of all, if you lose 10 pounds and you change your diet, your blood pressure is going to drop. Well, this person didn't listen to me. Finally, they did. And they're like, oh my God, how did you know? I'm like, it's what I do.
Right.
It's what I do. They were able to get off their high blood pressure medications, and the doctor, same thing, went to the doctor, and they're like, well, are you taking your medicines? No, I stopped taking them about 2 months ago. Well, what, well, look at my blood pressure. Why, so, take control.
It's amazing.
Take control of your health and well-being, folks.
Well, Rochelle, as we wrap up here, I want to get into, because I know you do coaching in this realm, and I know that you're a valuable resource for people that are looking to get some of this stuff changed in their life. What is it that you specifically focus in on with the coaching and the mentoring and the counseling it is that you do at RochelleLawson.com? And I'm going to put those links in the description of this video as well.
So what I do is I help people in 3 areas. I help you with your wellness. I take you from where you are to where you want to be, whether you want to lose weight, you want to, change your digestive system so you feel better, you have adrenal fatigue, whatever. I take you from where you are, where you want to be, and we can do Western, we can do Eastern, we can do a combination of both, however you want to flow, because I'm a professional, I can do that. I also help people with the mindset, because if your mind is not right, folks, it doesn't matter. You could put the highfalutin dress and ride in that Bentley, but if your mind is jacked up, guess what? You're not gonna have the Bentley long, and the dress gonna become dirty and look like a piece of trash. I'm just saying.
You still got the ghetto in you. You ain't got the ghetto out yet. So.
Exactly. Hello, right? So I help you to get your mindset so that as you transition with making changes in your health and well-being, it's not difficult for you. And it becomes a lot easier, and you start to see the results a lot faster. Okay. And then I also like to help people, and it's a combination. You had a dream when you were a kid of how you want to live your life, right? When you grow up. Well, I help people to realize and put that dream into plan and into play. But first, we got to take care of your mind, get your mind right, and then we got to take care of your body. So when you step into your dream, you're able to live it fully. And so that's what I do. Any of those areas, if you need any assistance or you want to chat or whatever the case may be, I can take you there. Now, the funny thing is, I'm well into my 5th decade of life.
Okay.
But in my mind, I say I'm 29.
I do the same thing.
And lo and behold, no one will ever be able to guess my age. I got kids about 29, right? And they think I'm 29. And so it's it's all about, you guys, really just getting your mind right, getting your body right, and everything else will fall into play. I guarantee it.
Absolutely. Well, I'm going to put all the links. I've got your website. I'm going to put all the links in the description for this video and the podcast and all of that, because I want people to make sure that they take advantage of everything it is that you have to offer. And Rochelle, I want to thank you so much for being on this episode with me today. Y'all, it's the queen of feeling fabulous. So make sure you check out the links in the description and go and check her out. So once again, Rochelle, thank you so much for being here with me today.
Thank you very much for having me, and thank you guys for paying attention and listening. I appreciate all of you.
Oh my gosh, the honor is ours. Make sure, everyone, you do check out the links in the description. Check out Rochelle and how you can get in contact with her and work with her with all of her different modalities and philosophies that she has, because they're outstanding. Make sure that you also do check out the website for alignwithyourpurpose.co. We have a brand new episode every Sunday, 10 a.m. Eastern. We'll see you next time. Take care.
Bye, everyone.
This is a subatomic particle. This is the answer to how everything in your reality works. It is how you create your own reality, whether consciously or unconsciously. It is what you can control and how you can manifest whatever you want. This is not a theory or just hypothetical. Science is now proving how your beliefs, thoughts, and feelings affect your reality. This is no longer a concept. The reality of life and how the universe works is being proven scientifically and physiologically. The responsibility of creating the life you want is 100% within your control.